Before we begin, I want to tell you something you already know. You have been shifting your entire life. Every decision, every blink, every breath, every moment you turned left instead of right, said yes instead of no, slept through your alarm instead of woke up on time. Each one was a shift. Each one moved your awareness into a slightly different version of your life. There is no reality you are permanently bound to, because you have been arriving and leaving continuously since the day you were born. What we are doing today is not new, but it is intentional. The only difference between the shifts you've been making unconsciously your entire life and the shift we're making now is that you choose the destination. Close your eyes now. Feel the surface beneath your body. Notice it without analyzing it. How the surface receives your body. You're breathing. You're hearing my voice. You're aware of the space that your body is occupying right now. Your system recognizes this. It has learned across every session, every time you came back to this voice, what this means. You don't have to build toward it. You just have to arrive. And you already have. I'm going to count down from 5. With each number, you're going to feel yourself moving through a particular kind of space. Not downward, not asleep, through. The space between where you are and where you're going. You might feel it as a tingling in the hands, the face, the back of the skull. You might feel it as a heaviness that is somehow also light. You might feel the edges go soft, like the boundary between body and space becomes less certain. Whatever you feel is right, and it's exactly where you need to be. Counting down now. 5. Your face releases its grip. 4. Your breath becomes automatic. 3. The room feels further away. 2. You might feel something now, like you're suspended between one thing and the next. That's the space. You're in it. 1. You're ready right now. In this moment, you understand that you have been running a script your entire life, a detailed set of instructions that your subconscious mind received before you were old enough to evaluate it about who you are, what's possible for you, what you deserve, what you should expect, and your nervous system has been organizing every experience you've had around those instructions, finding evidence for them, moving you towards circumstances that confirm them, closing doors that contradict them, the way any system follows the code it's been given. The ceiling you keep bumping up against isn't made of circumstances. It's made of a script, and a script can be revised, not by fighting or resisting the old script. That gives it attention, and attention is the fuel any pattern runs on. Instead, you write a new one in enough detail that your subconscious has something to move toward in the present tense. Not I will have, but I have. Not imagined from the outside, but lived from within. Not as a wish, as a reality you are choosing to become aware of, because that reality already exists. There is a version of you right now, living inside everything you want. This isn't a future version of you, and it's also not a hypothetical version. It's an actual version of you, an existing one that lives in a reality with a different script. So I want you to feel right now what it's like to be between the reality you arrived here from, with its familiar weight and patterns and version of your name, and the one that's already waiting. The space between is not empty, it's pure potential. It's the moment before the signal becomes an image, before the subconscious mind commits to organizing an experience around a specific set of instructions. In this space, you are not who you have been, and you are not yet who you are becoming. Right now, you are aware. Notice what that feels like. Some part of you is very calm right now. It exists in the gap between one thought and the next, in the pause between exhale and inhale. Now you know. Knowing changes what's possible. Now, I want you to locate something, not a goal, something more specific. The real version of you, the original one, before you scaled it back to something more realistic and protected yourself against the disappointment of wanting too much. Let that version of you be present now. You know what it is when you feel it, because it's something that should have already happened, like an absence that never quite made sense. only what you assume about whether someone like you gets to have it, about what you'd have to earn first, prove first, fix first, about how far away that version of you is. There's a sentence running underneath everything. You don't need to surface it. Your body has already told me what it is. I can hear it in the particular way you've been holding this wand at arm's length. That sentence is your old script, and your old script was installed in a moment without you realizing it. One moment where your mind drew a conclusion, and that conclusion you've been looking through ever since. I want you to go back to just before the conclusion, not to relive it, to revise it. The scene plays out differently. The evidence points another direction. The conclusion your mind draws is not the one it drew. Instead, you walk away from that moment knowing the truth of you and your destiny. Feel that knowing. Let it have a location in your body. That is the revision. That is the new script. Not a belief you're building, a memory you're choosing to keep. Now, I'm going to ask you to stop imagining and start inhabiting. There is a version of you who is already living inside what you want. Same intelligence, same body, same life that led here. Different script. I want you to step inside that version of you, not picture them from the outside. Step inside. What does this body feel like from the inside when it is no longer waiting? What does it feel like to move through a day without that old assumption running underneath everything? What does it feel like to encounter an opportunity and simply expect it, not hope for it? Expect it, the way you expect your next breath to come. Feel it in your chest. Feel it in your spine. Feel the way your shoulders rest when this is what you're carrying instead of that old weight. This is a sense memory your body is forming right now, and your subconscious cannot distinguish between a memory formed in the past and one formed in this moment. It records what it receives. You are giving it this. You are choosing this channel. And your awareness is beginning to lock in. The old version of you, the one running the old script and organized around the old assumption, you do not have to fight them. You do not have to defeat them. You do not have to drag them into the new channel with you. You leave them here, the same way every shift you've ever made unconsciously left a version of you behind. The version who blinked a second later, who chose differently, who didn't come to this session today. That version continues. It is you. It is real, but it is not the version you're experiencing. You are the version who chose this, who came here. The pull you might feel, back toward the familiar, back toward the old weight. That's the clone calling. You don't need to answer. You don't need to be unkind about it. Just clear. This is the channel now. You are already the person this was always going to happen for. Your subconscious is recording that. You are already the person this was always going to happen for. You are already the person this was always going to happen for. And because that is the assumption, your system is now running. Your body begins to move like someone who assumes it. Your choices begin to reflect someone who assumes it. Your attention begins to filter for evidence that confirms it. Opportunities that were always there become visible. Because reality has never done anything but confirm what you assume. In a moment, I'll bring you back, not away from this, into it. The shift doesn't end when the session ends. That's not how this works. The channel you've moved into doesn't close. It stabilizes through repetition, through continued awareness, through the small daily acts of not contradicting what you just assumed. Your only work now is this. When the old pull appears, when the familiar old script tries to run, don't fight it. Don't give it the attention that is its only fuel. Return to the quality of this moment right now. And coming back now on the count of 5. Now ready. 1. The room returns at the edges. 2. The surface beneath you, still holding you. 3. Clarity settling. 4. Your new script already running. 5. Eyes open when you're ready, taking a moment before you move. And remember, you are already the person this was always going to happen for. You know what to do. Stay close to the signal.